really glad that you're here. And today, I'm just wondering if I'm correct. Today's conversation focuses on the country Laos, which is rich in culture, ethnicity, and language diversity. So, I'm very excited how to begin the basics. Like, can you briefly describe the education system in Laos?
Yes, Kat. So I'm very excited to discuss about the language landscape of Laos and how it impacts the country's educational system. So, as for your information, everyone, Laos has three levels of general education system. First, we have the primary education, which is from grade 1 to 5. And the second one, we have the lower secondary, which is from grade 6 to grade 8. And the last one, we have the upper secondary, which is from grade 9 to grade 11.
Oh, interesting insights. Now, let's talk about the language. Like, what does the linguistic landscape in Laos look like?
You know, as for Laos is incredibly linguistic diverse, because it has 86 languages. Yes, it has 86 languages, but Lao is the official language and dominant language. And ethnic groups like Krimu and Hmong who make up 11% and 8% of the population respectively, but speak entirely different mother tongues. There are also at least 9 of the other languages spoken by over 100,000 people each.
That's a lot of languages. But so how does the country's education, even adult education policy, handle this diversity?
Well, this where the challenges begins. Despite the diversity, Laos is considered monolingual in education. Yes, because the Education Law of 2000 enforces Lao as the only language of instruction across all levels. And there are currently no formal policies that allow minority or non-dominant languages to be used in their classrooms.
That sounds like a tough situation for students who don't speak Lao at home. I mean, let's ask our audience for a change. Like, how would it feel to start school in a language you've never spoken before? That beautiful lady over there with a flower in her necktie.
Well, I believe it will be scary and hard, and probably I will be left out and confused during class since I cannot understand the language.
Exactly, that is the reality for MLP children in Laos. And it impacts their comprehension, participation, and overall confidence in school.
Wow. But are there any efforts to support minority languages or make the system more inclusive?
Yes, of course, there are emerging efforts. The government has acknowledged the need to support ethnic groups, and some international collaborations are slowly encouraging the inclusion of minority languages in education. But progress is slow, and more formal support is definitely needed.
My God, I might need help from the audience right now. Like, let's reflect this as a group. Do you think using native languages in early education can improve learning outcomes? The beautiful lady in the ponytail at the back, may you please enlighten us with your insight?
Yes, children or students learn better when they are taught with this native language, and also they will feel more connected to their culture.
Exactly. And inclusion through language helps in both learning and preserving the identity. If Laos adopt mother tongue-based multilingual education, or what we call MTB, MLE, like other ASEAN countries, it would make a real difference, Kat.
But how can such policies affect the future of education in Laos?
Of course, they can improve literacy rates, increase scholar retention, and also reduce
educational inequality.
More importantly, it builds bridge between cultures within the country. A multilingual approach is not just practical, it's very powerful, Pat.
Beautifully said. But to wrap up, what message would you like to leave with our audience?
I believe everyone that every child deserves to learn a language they understand. Language should be a bridge to children's education, not a barrier alone. Let's support policies that celebrate diversity and give all students unequal chances to succeed.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sawe, and thank you for our beautiful